Hey guys, Travis Gillespie here. Today we're looking at finding the volume of cylinders. In this first example, we're asked to find the volume, V, so V represents the volume here, that's a capital V there, of each cylinder to the nearest cubic unit. Alright, in this first example, or first problem here, it just gives us some information. We have some givens here. R is equal to 4 feet, H is equal to 7 feet, and that's all. Well, what about the rest? How can we even solve this problem? Well, one of the first things I suggest doing is create a cylinder and just do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to spend much time on it, but just draw a circle. This is going to represent one base. Now, I'm going to take a line and just draw it straight down on one edge of that circle. I'm going to do the same thing on the other edge of the circle. And then I'm going to create another circle to create another base. So along the front, I'm just going to make it a solid line. As I create the circle in the back, I'm going to create a dotted line to represent that this is a transparent image. We can see through it. All right, now I can take the information above and plug it in to this cylinder here. I'm going to just change pen colors, and what I want to do is just create a line that represents the radius of this circle, because R represents the radius. We know that the radius is 4 feet. So this radius here, I'm just going to put an arrow in indicating that the radius is 4 feet. All right. H represents the height of the cylinder. The height of the cylinder is 7 feet. So I'm just going to plug 7 feet here to indicate that this is the height of the cylinder. All right, the next step from here, we have a good visual now at least, and what we can do is, since we know we're looking for the volume of this cylinder, let's just use our volume formula that we know. The general one is the volume, capital V, is equal to capital B times H. Okay, so the volume is equal to the area of the base shape. That's what capital B represents. Well, our base shape here is a circle. So let's find out what the area of a circle is. Well, remember, the area of a circle, it's capital A, is equal to pi r squared. We're going to use 3.14 to represent pi today. So let's go ahead and substitute this formula in for capital B. I'm just going to change pen colors now. So we have for capital B, the area of a circle, well, it's pi r squared, pi times r squared, and then we're going to multiply that times the height. So let's bring that h down, times the height. All right, let's substitute values in for this formula. So now I want to just change pen colors again. We'll go back to black actually. And pi, well, I told you that that's going to be 3.14. So 3.14 times the radius r, which happens to be 4 feet here, times 4 squared, times the height of this cylinder, which is 7 feet. So we'll plug 7 in here. All right, the first thing I want to run through is exponents. I'm going to find out what 4 times 4 is real quick. So we have 3.14 times, need to fix that parenthesis real quick, times, well, 4 squared is equal to 16. 4 times 4 is 16. And we're going to multiply that by 7. Okay, so a couple of ways we can multiply here. I can multiply straight through from left to right. Another way I could multiply is I can group information using the associative property. If I wanted to group values, well, I could either group 3.14 and 16, or 16 and 7, or I could use the commutative property and reorder values to make the math easier. Maybe I wanted to multiply 3.14 times 7 first. I'm not sure what you want to do. I'm just going to multiply straight through from left to right. So let's multiply 3.14 times 16 first, which will give us a value of 50.24. Let's fix that. That's really sloppy. I want to make that look a little bit neater. So you should have 50.24 here, and that's what I'm going to write down again. 50.24, and I'm going to put that in parentheses, and then I'm going to bring 7 down. We're going to multiply 50.24 times 7. So 50.24 times 7 will give you a value of 351.68. Now the volume is equivalent to, the volume of the cylinder is equivalent to 351.68. Our units are in feet, so feet cubed. Okay, from here we can box up our information and we're finished with this problem. Let's take a look at another one.